What's up, everybody? Welcome to 3D Rivals, your first line of defense against stupid movies. My name is DJ, and as always, I'm joined by my co-host, my sister Destiny.
What's up?
And we're also joined by my brother Derek.
What's up?
And our friend Dan.
What's going on?
And this week we're going to be talking about The Hand That Rocks the Cradle 2025. So, if you heard our last podcast, we talked about the original one. Last week we talked about the original movie, which was what, 1970?
1992.
1992.
92.
Sheesh.
What?
70?
I did 30 years. Like, what are you
1992. So this was the remake of that movie. And I'm just going to come out of the gate and say this movie was absolute trash. Now, we gave like extremely high praise to the 1992 version of this movie. I mean,
Yes.
I gave it a best movie ever.
Yes.
Everybody
Yes.
else gave it just below that. It was a really great movie.
Yeah.
This is like disappointment in movie form.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. This was, while watching the movie, I'm like, why does this movie exist? It serves no purpose. Everything that was great about the original.
Yeah, they took it out.
They-
They changed so much about it. I'm like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I'm fine with you wanting to change it and putting your own spin on it. But how this movie was, it doesn't even need to be called The Hand That Rocks the Cradle. You don't even need to say this is a remake.
It really don't.
Yeah. Yeah.
This movie could have been named anything else. It could have been Crazy Nanny. Let's do it. The Nanny. That's
I think it's not a
I think
that is already a movie.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, okay.
At this point, they recycle everything.
Also,
so.
let's take the horror tag off of this movie
Oh,
because
this-
it does not fall in the horror genre. I
No.
don't know what genre it falls in.
Wait, is it?
Yeah, because the original is considered horror.
Fair enough.
Which, I mean, I would call it more of a suspense or a
I
thriller.
would say suspense.
But
Either
this
way.
this isn't even that.
Oh, no. Oh, no. This is like a glorified Lifetime movie, but I've seen better Lifetime movies.
Goodness.
I've definitely seen better.
I've seen better Lifetime movies, for sure.
Like there's several things. First, this movie it was made in 2025. It screams 2025. It just like screams it. with the I'm using glass bottles for my baby and I don't give my kids sugar.
Oh yeah.
And it
Yeah.
screams 2025.
Yeah, it was a lot of, you're like, okay, lady. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also letting your child get away with freaking anything. That girl was
Yo,
getting on my
man.
nerves.
that girl
Man.
was so, and that's another thing about in the original movie, you could tell that was a loving family that really cared about each other. So when everything started falling apart, you really felt for them. You felt for them because the little girl, for one, is better that she's that age, because in the original she's like 5 or 6, because they're more easily manipulated. It makes more sense why she was gravitating towards the nanny. Plus the nanny was doing little things here or there where it made sense why the girl was preferring the nanny over her mother. In this one, from the very beginning, there's no chemistry between the family members. The little girl, she's like 10 or whatever, is just absolutely disrespectful. I'm like, if you don't discipline this child,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, she would have been backhanded
just
so many times.
Just,
Yeah.
I mean, seriously.
Also, yeah, this family sucks. And I don't know if they upgraded their lifestyle. I don't know if we make the comparison between the 2 years. Because, I mean, obviously it's 1992. The living is not exactly the same.
Yeah.
But I feel like this family is a bit better off than the one
Yes.
in 1992.
At least according to the house, what city was they in? Were they in California?
They're in
California.
California.
So very expensive. So they,
State.
although
Anyway.
now that they're, you know how in the first one, I'm not really sure what the husband did in the first one, but it seemed important.
Yeah.
Did McGill work?
it was a builder.
He-
A
yeah.
builder of what?
So he was a builder, like Bob.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, he owns the building company.
He didn't really give me that
He
vibe.
didn't give me that vibe either.
At
Like I
all.
honestly thought that it was like, I don't know, like a bum or something.
He,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
definitely act
that's
like
the
Well, I
vibe
didn't
he
know
gave
what
me.
the mom did.
she was
She
some
was
sort
like
of.
a-
She was a lawyer, but not
Yeah.
very. It just.
Yeah.
It's like the words on the paper made it seem like they were very well to do, but they didn't look or act well to do. Especially if you're that well to do. Because I'm sorry, Polly looked a little rough around the edges, and I feel like that's the nicest way to say what I want to say about Polly.
Mm-hmm.
But she looked like she lives in the streets. There is no one who was that well off, especially if you're like a lawyer and he's a builder, so I guess he's a real estate guy or maybe an architect or something.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, do architects in California make that kind of money?
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably.
Oh, okay.
I mean, architects make that kind of money, period.
Not the architects I know, but I guess they work for engineering companies and we do not get paid.
Thanks.
Why would we pay our engineers?
Sure, because we're not important. But it's just like no one that well-to-do would hire Polly. Just her appearance alone, I would be like, I wouldn't hire Polly, and I ain't got no money. Her appearance alone, I'd be like, there is no way I would let you near my kids.
And it wasn't like, I mean, they took this aspect out of it, but you had the, I forget the character's name in the 1992 version, but Peyton? No,
that was the nanny?
The mother?
Peyton was the nanny.
No, the
Peyton was
helper
the
they hired from.
Solomon.
Solomon,
Oh,
yeah.
oh, okay, yeah.
So that aspect was taken out of this movie, but you didn't even have that. Obviously, in their 1992 version, you had Solomon, and they hired him continuously because they liked Solomon. He obviously had, mental issues too that he was dealing with, but they,
he was
That,
nice.
that also
nice.
helped with like our view of that family. Too.
Yeah.
The fact that they hired Solomon, they
Yeah.
hired him to help, and then they liked him, so they kept him.
They kept him around,
so, like,
basically giving him random
Yeah.
stuff to do so he can stay around.
Yeah. So you're instantly like, oh, this is a nice family.
Yeah.
They don't have much, but with the little bit that they have, they're willing to help someone.
Yeah.
Mhm.
This one, nothing about this family is endearing.
Nothing like.
So I
them
looked
at all.
up to see like what was the genre. It said psychological thriller and horror. But while I was looking, the title of the reviews for this, I wanted to share with you guys because it's hilarious. One was The Hand That Switches Off the TV. And they said the reviews on here are based on comparing it to the 92 movie. But
Makes
they
sense.
said this is a Lifetime movie, but worse.
Hey,
And then the name of the other one was The Movie That Rocked Me to Sleep.
because it definitely did. I
Good
fell
Lord.
asleep a couple
Every
times.
actor in this movie all have this same cadence.
Yeah.
Everybody's whispering because the world's quiet, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
And they all have the same cadence. Oh, I don't know what's going on. Why are you talking like that?
Oh, did you also notice? To me, everything seemed dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it was like sort of like shot with like a extra gray scale or something, which was completely different than the other one because it was like bright and cheery, but her life is falling apart. Everything was just so dark and ominous from the very beginning. It's like I can't get into it because you're saying like, look how evil this person is, and I'm like, and everyone just looks unhappy and untrustworthy.
Yeah.
Like I didn't like anyone in this story.
All right. So,
Not
it's
a
funny
one.
you mentioned, so look how evil this person is. Let's break that aspect of this movie down. So, again, comparing it to 1992 version. Well, one, in that version, they give us the motivation of the killer from the beginning, right? Her
Yes.
husband is a doctor. He was molesting his patients.
Yeah.
He gets caught. He kills himself. She loses her baby. She blames the family because she's the one that came forward,
Yes.
right? We have the motivation. That adds a lot of tension when we see her in the house.
Yeah, because you know why she's doing it. So now you're
Yeah.
trying to figure out how she's going to harm this family. In this movie, the entire time I was watching, I'm like, why is she doing this? Them not telling us from the very beginning was a huge misstep.
Yeah.
Very huge.
I would say that is.
And weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we get the first
Yeah, we
scene.
get the first scene of her.
But it's just
There's
a
no
house is on
context.
fire
Yeah.
and it's a little girl standing outside.
And she don't tell
And
her
that's
till later.
it.
She's like, I saw you that night. And then we see her
Yeah,
running away.
which-
But
I have a huge problem with that. Doesn't make just seriously, but you can finish your thought.
So, okay. So, like, I'm like, all right, maybe you didn't want to go the same route. Even if they didn't give us the motivation in the 1992 version, the thriller factor of it still would have started coming out because you got to think about like one of the first scenes when we see her come in there. She sneaks and breastfeeds the family's baby.
Yep.
Right? And that even if you didn't have the rest of the context, from that point on, you're like, there's something wrong
With
Yeah.
this lady.
with this lady, right?
Yeah. And
Which
we're
was-
seeing it from that standpoint. And it's just like the rest of the family does not know.
Yeah.
They have no idea this is going on behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And it's like how she was in the original movie, how she treat the family. She literally treated the family as they are her friends.
Yeah.
She wasn't giving away an interior motive at all.
Yeah.
And it's like in this movie, she was horrible from the very beginning.
So aggressively disrespectful.
Yeah.
That it doesn't make any sense why you wouldn't fire her on the spot
Yes.
from the very beginning.
So
Agreed.
speaking of what, like, okay, we mentioned 1992. She started with the breastfeeding, and then there was a lot of other stuff that just made you feel uncomfortable about her interacting with this family. Where is that in this movie?
Yeah.
There is.
Holly in this movie, I was like, what? I know I'm supposed to be looking out because I watched the original.
Yeah.
I know she's doing something nefarious, I guess, but I'm like, what am I seeing? Where's the thriller aspect of this?
It wasn't.
What she gave the baby formula instead of breast milk? Is that crossing the line?
Yes.
Yes.
Especially when the people said they didn't want to use formula. Parents get to choose that. But I'm sorry, who is that a thriller for?
Yeah.
Suburban moms? I don't
Yeah.
like.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The difference is like in the original, Peyton put up a good front in front of the family.
Yes.
And everything she did was really subtle but diabolical. Like
Yeah.
us watching it, like when she first goes to breastfeed the baby, and she comes with the pillow, and I'm like, I know she's
gonna
about to
kill
kill
the
this
baby.
baby.
Yeah,
Right.
Baby, yeah.
Yeah, but then I was like, I don't know, this is worse. But you know what I mean? It was like little things like that, little things that are planting seeds of doubt in the wife's mind, stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
This movie didn't do that. Nothing about it where you're just like, yo, what is she doing? This chick is crazy.
Yeah.
It was just stuff that was so out in the open, so ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's
'Cause,
just like, come on.
Because, like, in the original, you knew that her issue was my family was taking it from me, so I'm going to take your family. So it was like she's implanting herself in this family. In this movie, it's, like with the baby. She was horrible with the baby. Like the one time they showed her the baby just crying and
Yeah,
not
like
paying
she
it.
didn't even care.
He didn't care. So
Yeah.
it's just like, okay, so is her motivation to kill the whole family? But it's like they still wasn't clear on it what her game was.
And that's
Yeah.
that's one of the things I was wondering too, because the first one, the nanny, like she genuinely wanted the kids for herself.
For
Like,
herself,
she wanted
yeah.
her life.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
was just gonna get rid of her.
Yeah.
But like in this one, it seemed like
Yeah, because she
They're
was like,
just
hey,
recklessly
she was
gonna kill
willing to
everybody.
take the husband too.
Yeah.
But if he's not along with it, she was like, well, I'll kill him.
yeah, I'll kill him too.
But either way, she was like, she gets to have the children she wanted that she lost out on, and that was her end game.
Yeah.
So my whole thing about it is all of that. They took the thrill or like the
Yes.
suspense out
Yep.
of it. I mean, even though it's like, yeah, she did things across the line. She gave the kids sugar, which a 10-year-old. I'm sorry, parents. If I don't give my 10-year-old sugar, shut up. I hate you.
First of all,
Personally, do.
do you really think your 10-year-old hasn't had sugar?
Yeah, like don't do this. I get the baby. I understand the baby.
Yeah.
That's fine. Except for you decide to give the baby real food and put it in the hospital.
Which
it had fish in it, and I'm fairly sure that is on the list of things not to give.
That kid's like one.
Yeah.
Can they have it by one?
That's just not a good
No.
idea.
No.
No,
What
there's a
time?
list.
No, there's a list
When
of
did
it.
they start testing them for that too?
I don't
I don't know
the
when,
exact
but I know
dates,
that
but-
that one you're not.
Yeah,
supposed to
you're
be
not
giving
supposed to give them
seafood.
real food. Certain foods.
No, at one,
Definitely
that
not
baby
seafood.
had a
No, they-
mouthful of teeth.
No, they
Yeah.
can eat some real foods, but
Yeah, that's
but
what I meant.
Seafood, definitely
no.
not.
Yeah,
No.
that's what I meant. I didn't, but yeah.
Okay. Either way, it was a little strange because I'm like, this baby got all its teeth. You're probably weaning it off of the bottle anyways, right? Like,
Yeah, so like,
it'll be fine.
what do we have? Like, okay, she crossed the line. She gave him sugar. She gave it formula. I think that's the only thing she did besides the firecracker,
Firecracker.
which I'm gonna get there.
Okay.
And it's like, Okay, am I supposed to feel fear from that or
Yeah,
not
suspense
at all.
from
Yeah.
that? Like
No.
that
Yeah.
doesn't give
And
me
I'm like, and
suspense.
from a real life standpoint, that person just get fired
She
because you're
gets
not
fired.
following
Yeah.
my
The
instructions.
very first thing, the formula thing, you're fired.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I
You're
would
fired.
have fired you because it's like we're giving them breast milk exclusively, which is
Mm-hmm.
fine depending on the baby.
That's your choice.
So
Yeah, because the whole thing is the nanny is supposed to be respecting the wishes
yeah,
of
so
the
I
parent.
just would have fired you. Would I have been afraid that my baby was going to die? No,
No.
you know it's fine. Formulas they make
Mhm.
it for babies.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, where's the suspense? There is none. Zero.
None.
Zero. For most of this movie, the mom seems like the crazy one.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
Yes,
didn't
that's exactly what I was getting.
like that at all because now to me it was kind of more like, well, what if both of them were crazy?
Yeah,
You know,
until-
and it's just like, what was the point of that?
until it got to the point where everyone in the movie thought she was crazy. Then it was like, okay, clearly she's not, guys. I don't. Are you guys blind? I don't know.
And that's the thing I don't understand. Everyone being so unsupportive, but Polly wasn't hiding her actions. So it didn't make any sense where they're telling her you're overreacting. And I'm like, no, you guys are underreacting to these clearly violations of
Right.
protocol.
She
Like, what's
constantly
happening?
alone with your daughter.
Doing stuff like
Her demeanor, even. I'm like, she
Her
doesn't
demeanor.
seem to be bothered by any of these things that y'all are saying she's doing wrong. She doesn't seem to be bothered at
Yeah.
all.
Doesn't
No.
seem like a good
Like-
nanny at all. To be honest.
Polly
No,
was
she doesn't
sketched
look
from the
good
very
at all.
beginning. That's what I'm saying. Like, dude, she looked like she came from underneath a bridge.
Yeah.
You're not coming into my house.
So that leads to another point I wanted to bring out. The manipulation isn't there.
Nope.
Like in that added to the suspense of the original movie. Like you saw her manipulating this family, right? And like just the little things she would do, say and do, manipulating the kids, manipulating the father, manipulating the mother, right? You saw her weaving her hands into this family. And there was nothing.
Nothing.
There was nothing there.
She didn't even
She was
have
just there.
any type of relationship like
No.
with the husband.
No,
I
well,
think they had
Like-
No,
one
they tried to like one
where-
scene where she turned over and
and she
her-
looked at him a
her
little
shirt
bit.
was open a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah.
Well,
That
I
was
thought
it.
they were going to angle because they brought up the fact that she was gay or
Gay,
something for
yeah.
no reason. So I thought that maybe that she'll try to seduce the wife, which then maybe that would have made sense. But
Yeah.
then that didn't even
Yeah, I
happen.
thought it was like, okay, well maybe that's the spin that they
yeah,
going with,
but they didn't even
go
do
there
that.
either.
So what was the point?
2025, so I saw that coming.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
because-
Well, I said
yeah.
it screamed 2025.
It definitely
It
did.
definitely
because
screamed
it's like if you're
2025.
going to bring it up, then pay it off.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah,
didn't.
because
Yeah,
like
do it
in
for
the
a reason.
original movie, she didn't even try to seduce the husband until the wife was in the hospital.
Yeah, until she
But
was
the
out
whole
picture.
time, she still befriended him and
Yeah.
made it seem so innocent. Hey, let's throw a party for your wife.
Yeah.
She's been down. She's been depressed.
Yeah, so
so
that-
it's
at
like
that
she's
point-
playing everybody, whereas like everybody, if anything wrong happens, it can't be her because it's like, well, she wouldn't do anything
Yeah,
like
she's
that.
our
Yeah,
friend.
either that
But
or
Polly in this movie, you're like, come on.
Yeah.
or
Yeah,
like when she said
it's
sowing them
obvious.
seeds, it's like, all right, well, when the opportunity comes, the seeds I've sowed will reap
You're right.
their benefits.
Yeah,
I'm like, all right, now I can pounce. She sowed no seeds, so like
No.
there's really
No.
No.
opportunity that she has down the road besides just still being Polly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
I would have rather they remade that movie 1-to-1.
Oh, for sure.
Like,
Shot for
exactly the
shot.
same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
would have been better.
It would have
That's
been.
what I was kind of hoping for. Like once it went, I'm like, this is nothing like.
Yeah.
Like even the lady at the beginning speeding down the street and almost hitting the stroller or whatever. I'm
Yeah.
like, she's not even when she came back at the end, it still wasn't really heavy for real when
No,
she hit
it
the
wasn't.
car. I'm like,
yeah.
Well,
They
it
didn't
was
even show her.
so. It's like, okay, when they were like, there should be a stop sign here. So I'm like, okay. So clearly at the end, someone's going to get hit by a car. It was just so obvious that
That's what I
even
was
then
like.
that doesn't happen. And then like the ending was so flat. That little fight with them at the end, nothing like how in the original. In the original, you're like, yo, you're going to win this fight.
no, in the original, I was like, you need to win this fight because if you don't,
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
your kids are in danger. Like now, your kids are kind of on their own. Mommy downstairs knocked out. Dad broke his legs.
yeah.
So like that, what the kids gonna do?
Yeah.
And this one,
The
was
whole
like,
faking the asthma attack, I was just like,
yeah, that was brilliant. But like on this one, Ain't nobody home even.
I
It's
mean-
just you two.
She's
Yeah.
on depression medication.
Yeah.
Yes.
The mom is.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she switches out her.
So she ends up switching out her medication, which is why she's starting to trip more and more.
But I'm not even
I
gonna
kinda-
say she was tripping though, because everything was valid.
Yeah,
A lot of stuff was valid. A lot of stuff was valid. The fireworks. I want to get on that. Now, besides the stupidity of the movie, everything seemed normal pretty much up until then. I would have fired her, like you said, for the formula. But if
Yeah.
you decided not to, I guess whatever. But you gave the kid my 10-year-old fireworks, right? And then when she starts yelling at her for that, Miguel is like,
Yeah.
oh, no, what do you mean? No, you can't kick her out where she's supposed to go. And I'm like, I'm sorry, Miguel. Did your 10-year-old daughter just let off fireworks inside of your house?
Yeah, you could have burned the whole
Yeah.
house down.
She could have blown her arm off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just way too calm. Like, and even then, that would have made sense if there was some sort of relationship between Miguel and Polly. So do
Right.
you understand why,
Why
he's
he's jumping
defending
to
her?
her defense.
But he has been so indifferent this entire time. And then when Caitlyn reacts correctly, because I would have beat the ever living snot out of her, he comes in
most
there.
mothers would have.
And he's just like, you're being over dramatic. You're overreacting. Don't act like this. It was a mistake. What are you talking about? Your kid nearly died. And that's not even an exaggeration. She could have died.
Could have died.
Set the
House
house
could
on
have
fire.
burned down.
Anything. Talking about it was a mistake. An adult do not mistakenly buy firecrackers for a child.
Especially a
No.
nanny who's supposed to have been done this before. You know how to, conduct yourself around kids. You ever bought any of the other ones, fireworks or anything?
I'm
It's
right.
not
You
should
something
know
you
that.
do.
I'm not bringing fireworks around my niece and nephew.
No.
Just you're not gonna do it.
Also, like, we praised the first movie because, was it Claire?
Yes.
Her husband did listen to the things she was saying, even when
did.
it was like, oh, I think you might be taking some things overboard, which made sense in that movie because everybody was being manipulated.
Yeah.
But in this movie, with no one being manipulated, Miguel just never really listened to what was
Never.
going on. I don't understand.
Yeah. He was sort of like, "You're sure you're not going crazy again?"
Well, that's what they were trying to spin it
Yeah,
on.
that's what they're trying to push.
Did
Because
she have
she's taking
postpartum
it-
depression?
Yes.
Most women do. Maybe take care of them.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
my thing is that would work if Polly was more subtle with the things she was doing. So then you could say, "Oh man, maybe she's spiraling or something."
Yeah.
But these things were so like we said, the fireworks. That's so aggressive.
Yeah.
Like that does not attribute to my postpartum depression.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
That's out
Yeah,
in
like
the open.
This actually happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Giving my baby formula when I told you not to was out and open, especially when it's just like, oh, she wasn't eating. Then you come and tell me
Yeah, you don't
that
get
my
to make that
baby's not
decision.
eating. And then I decide how we'll handle that. And then second of all, Caitlin, you didn't feed this baby at all during the day. You at home. What are you doing?
No, dude, no. Of course she didn't. That's another thing why I'm like, this family's not likable. Because no, she didn't really take care of the baby at all. That's why they got Polly in the first place. Because you just want them to take care of the baby. You got these fancy breast pumps or whatever that you fits in your bra, I guess. Which I don't know how much milk it's holding. That
didn't
seems
look like a
really
lot.
dumb.
I didn't.
But
And then what's the point? You're at home anyways. Does it need to
Yeah.
be fancy?
No.
yeah. But anyhow, so you got all that, and it just highlights that it's so that you don't have to be there to feed your kid, basically.
Yeah. And then again, this kid's like 1. Half their meals is solid food.
Should start being, yeah.
Should
Yeah,
be, yeah.
right. The milk is only supplemental at this point, correct?
Should be.
Just,
Look, some moms like to breastfeed until the kid is 5.
but it still couldn't be their only meal, right? Oh, I mean, I guess technically it could be their only
No,
meal.
it can't.
It can't. Because at some point, the milk no longer does what it does for a baby when you get older.
Well, you're
So you
too
need-
big. You need more calories.
Yeah.
Yeah. So either way, I just feel like you didn't interact with this kid at all to know that it wasn't taking the breast milk anymore. I mean, because at least in the original one, she knew her kid wasn't feeding like he was supposed to.
Because
she
she-
didn't
because she
know
was trying
why.
to do
Because
it.
she was taking care of her baby. She just didn't know why it was happening.
This another was aloof, and even Miguel. Like I kind of started thinking through the movie. I'm like, he must have something else going on, like outside the family, because he just does not seem attentive to anything that's going on.
No.
Not interested, not attentive or anything. And anything she says, he refutes. He even brought up the stupid. He was like, oh, what? Oh, because I'm Mexican, I like fireworks. I'm like, huh?
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
That's another thing.
That was another thing that screamed 2025. Guys, I do know, but right, the people who write these movies, you understand that the social things that are happening in the world. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Maybe do some research on it first before you put it in your movie. This is why people get mad at Hollywood. This is why, I mean, besides the actual racist people that complain about Netflix having, but like diversified cast and stuff like that, which I'm not against. But
when it fits,
when you just throw things in just to throw it in, like let's have this felt like you said, well, let's have Miguel be Mexican, and that was it. You gave no thought to any of it.
Which would have been fine if her husband just happened to be Mexican, but did you make him Mexican for the sake of making him Mexican? And then to only have a throwaway line of because we like fireworks. First of all, everyone likes fireworks. Miguel.
Yeah, I don't think
it's
that's
not
Mexican.
just
I was
you.
like, is that a stereotetype? I don't think
I've
that is.
never heard.
I've never heard of it.
When he said that, I was like,
what?
And then second of all, the problem is that the fireworks was lit inside of your house,
Yes,
Miguel.
right.
It's a problem no matter what race
I'm gonna
you
need
are.
you not to be as calm
Yeah.
about that. You
Yeah,
know?
I'm like, you're a little underwhelmed about this.
I
this
would
thing.
be like, I don't care
Right.
where Polly is going to live. She's not going to live
Right.
here.
Like, I
not
know it won't
look
be here.
concerned. She can go back to the shack she came from.
I mean, yeah, at that point, it's like, all right.
I don't care. You put my child life's in danger. You can go.
Agreed.
I don't care where you go.
Agreed.
Yeah.
And then, so, like we mentioned before, it really didn't seem like Polly had a plan for taking over the family.
Nope.
We saw Peyton in the 1992 version. She had a plan. She was implementing that plan. They even copied the point where, like, one of the friends die. Now, in 1992, the friend finds out Peyton really is this doctor's wife and is like, yo, all the crazy stuff that's been happening. Okay, I believe Claire. We need to go handle this right now, which is why she gets caught up and sent into the death trap. Whatever, she dies. Here, I don't know what is the. All of a sudden, they're friends of forensic scientists.
Yeah, I'm like, where did that come
what's
from?
happening?
Yeah, he does that DNA test in like a
He
day.
Googled it.
And I'm like, did you send this to 23andMe? And then all of a sudden you got her entire background?
Yeah.
And not only
Does
her-
he work for the CIA?
And also Caitlin's background? Just didn't make any sense.
Yeah.
No, because he was a lawyer just like, what's her face? So I don't know how he did that
So he has
DNA
some
test so fast.
connections, I guess.
No
guess.
DNA test is that fast.
Whatever. I mean, also he did it in a non-sterile environment, which you don't do. People who write movies, please, I don't know, do some research. But whatever.
It's not happening.
He did it at his dining room table.
Yeah.
While drinking his tea. I'm like, this is kind of foolish, but
Well, that's why it looked like a 23andMe kit. Very unscientific, right? Although he did take like snippets of hair and blood or whatever.
blood and all that, but it's like still
Whatever.
I mean,
Yeah.
So he's a forensic scientist now, and he figures out who Polly is. All right, so here's the motivation that they waited until the end of the movie to give us. Which I also have an issue with this.
Yes.
So, Caitlin, as a kid, was molested by someone. I don't know who he was to her.
by
Her
Polly's
Polly's
father.
father.
By Polly's father. I'm like, I
Yes.
don't know what the relationship was.
Oh, I don't know because it was unclear how old she was when this happened, and I figure how old she was when this happened makes a difference to me.
It makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
I think they were saying she was a kid at the time.
So her and Polly are, but not roughly the same. I got her at least 10 years older, right? Because she's a lawyer. She has a 10-year-old daughter.
She still could have been a kid. Like 13, 14.
Okay.
But then Polly would have had to been like
3.
No,
When her
she
family
wasn't. She
died.
was outside of the house crying in the beginning of the movie. She was like 7.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
looked like she was
around-
about 6 or 7,
Just
maybe
around
8
that
years
age
old.
then.
Yeah.
Wouldn't-
God, I don't know. I don't know. The whole thing is
The like it,
stupid
it, it
anyway.
lacked context.
So anyhow, Caitlyn, because she was being molested and no one believed her, burned the house down, killing the guy who molested her, but also his wife
Everyone else.
and their baby,
Yep.
and doesn't kill Polly, whose name is Rebecca.
No. Is Polly named Rebecca?
Mm-hmm.
Or
That
is-
was her real
That
name.
was her real name.
Oh, what was Caitlin's real name?
I don't know.
Okay. Doesn't matter. Continue.
And so this is why Polly's angry. Because she killed her family. All right, let's make a comparison here. In the original movie, Peyton comes off as unhinged. The reason being is she's blaming this woman for something that was obviously her husband's fault. Yes, she lost everything, but it was her husband's fault. Her husband molested his patients. They came forward. He took his life. All of that is her husband's fault. The blame is unwarranted. It makes her seem a little bit more unhinged. Now, planning to kill people obviously is not right. But when you have a fair, reasonable, revenge type of thing that comes up, the person doesn't seem as crazy. Now, I wouldn't say, like, go do it.
Yeah.
But Polly doesn't seem that crazy here
Yeah.
for wanting revenge.
Yeah.
Yep.
Caitlyn burned her family to death. I don't care
Yeah.
if her, like, and that comes off a little bit wrong. I know she was molested, but the mom didn't molest her. The
Right.
baby didn't molest her.
Right. And how is
Agreed.
Polly supposed to know that that was her reasoning?
Yeah,
as a
like
kid?
the whole sob story for them, and especially when they decided to save it to the end, because I'm like, at this point, I'm like, I don't care
Yeah, I ain't
anymore.
interested about that
But
part.
it's kind of like, I can't feel bad for you, like you were saying, because you killed 3 people, including his wife and baby that had nothing to do with it. Polly was in the house. She could have also died. I don't know why she was outside by herself, but she was. Like, so you do not get a pass because of what has happened to you.
Yeah.
And then maybe I buy it if she was even kind of remorseful. But she wasn't. At the end, she was basically like, oh, well, I had to do it. And don't say he wasn't also doing it to you. It doesn't matter
Yeah,
if
what
that.
about the other 2 people in the house?
Yeah.
You didn't go in. You didn't shoot him,
Yeah.
right? Or ingest him or something like that. You burned her house down.
Yeah. And then where I was saying like I think her age matters, because then maybe I could be more understanding if she was a little younger, because kids can be dumb, right? And then also say like, hey, like it got out of hand. No one was supposed to be home, or it was just supposed to be him. I didn't realize the house was going to go. Something.
Yeah.
Something that would kind of maybe be like, okay, well, she didn't really move it. But this was just like, you killed 3 people, and for some reason it got swept under the rug, which I highly
Yeah, I'm like,
doubt.
how?
I
If
highly
she was a
doubt.
kid, I can see. But
Yeah.
But see, she couldn't have been that young.
And this my
Right?
thing too.
Because if she was 7 or 8, how do you get out the house to go burn another house down?
Yeah. Because this is my thing. We don't even know, like, did she go to the house and set it on fire? Then it's just like, that also goes back to, okay, that doesn't make sense. Why burn down the whole house when he's the one that's molesting you? Or were you in the house
well,
and
she
you
said
were
that
trying
was the
to
only
escape?
thing, like, it was like her last resort or something like that, because
To
no
burn
one
the
was
house down?
listening
What, to
her.
maybe
She
get
had
attention
or
way-
something like that?
I don't know.
I don't know.
But I'm
It
like,
it
but
doesn't
you
make
would do
sense.
something to the molester.
Yeah,
And I'm
so-
like, going to burn down a house, I feel like it's a little dramatic.
With a whole family. in
And
it.
So-
insanely reckless too.
Here's where it really breaks with the original movie, probably original story too, because like we mentioned before, so not only did the original story make you feel more suspense for it, but you also felt you were on Caitlyn's side,
Yeah.
right? Or Claire in the original movie.
Mm-hmm.
You were on her side because you knew she did not do anything wrong. She came forward for being molested by her doctor.
Yeah.
She did the right thing.
Yeah.
She was not in the wrong. Here, how am I supposed to be on Caitlyn's side?
You
Yeah.
can't. Because the story comes, and you're just like, oh no. Like at this point, it's like I agree with Polly.
Yeah, I was like, while taking revenge is not right, I see where Polly's coming from, and if you kill my family, I might want revenge. Most people do.
Yep.
Yeah. See, this is where I thought, because you know how in the beginning it opens up, and Polly is talking to her about her landlord or whatever, just before Caitlin gives birth. See, I thought, and I think it would have been a better story if that plays a factor, right? She tells Polly, yeah, I'm going to help you, blah, blah, blah. There's a lot of stuff we can help. But she goes into labor. She takes a few months off. Then all this bad stuff happens to Polly. She loses her apartment. She ends up living on the street. You know, maybe she ends up doing drugs, assaulted, whatever. Something that sort of spirals her life out of control.
And then she can
She
irrationally
needs somebody.
blame
And she blames the lawyer because you didn't help me like you said you was.
Right.
I think since you put it in there that she was some sort of landlord, lawyer, or whatever, that would have had an effect, and that would have made more sense because then I could be on Caitlin's side. I can't be like, Caitlin, you murdered 3 people. That is not cool.
Yeah. Because then you could have reasoned like, well, Caitlin is like a typical lawyer. This is another client on her docket.
Yeah.
And it's just like, okay, well, I gave birth, somebody else to take care of it.
And
then she can be like, feel sorry, like, oh, wow. Well, let me make it up to this Polly girl and let her be my nanny. And, and it could be a whole dilemma of like, I'm doing this for her. I keep giving her chances because I made a mistake. Her life got worse and she's blaming herself. So she's excusing the mistakes.
Exactly.
And that's why she keeps giving her chance after chance.
It would make more sense.
That would have made more
a lot
sense.
more sense.
I don't know how much better of a movie it would have been, but at least that part would have made sense.
At least the motivation
It
would have been
depends
there.
on what they would do with Polly at that point. Because it's like, all right, she's giving you all these chances. Now what's your motivation
Yeah.
to kill her family?
It wouldn't have mattered because it's not like she did anything to manipulate the family at all anyway. She was just there.
That's true.
So, I mean, by the end of it... Oh, so we forgot. We were talking about old guy. So he found all that out.
He was the only one that cared about.
He calls Polly?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what that
you
was about.
call
Like,
911, man.
Yeah. Probably
You
because...
call her over to
To talk about it.
Because
What?
remember he was saying you're not who you say you are, but then Caitlin's not who she says she is either.
Yeah.
And I was just like, so are you on Polly's side? Are you gonna turn your friend in? Like I didn't understand
I
that.
didn't know what his angle was.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
like what was your angle? What was the point of like? First of all, dude, she's in this house. She's causing all these problems. And you're like, hey, come on over. I know your secret. Like, where did you think this was gonna go?
And then he was like, I give you a chance to come forward
Like,
and be
what?
honest to Caitlin.
But
Or
if
I'm
you don't,
gonna have
I'm
to
gonna
do it.
tell. I'm like, oh, well, that's gonna make her happy.
Yeah.
So she's like, oh, I feel sick. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'm like, don't fall for it, man. He falls for it.
Yeah.
And well,
Dumbest
like,
movie where and then he gets his head beat in with a bat. Was he dead? I don't know what happened.
but
He
they said he was at
died.
He
the
died in a
hospital.
hospital.
He dies in a
He
hospital.
dies in the hospital.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not like anybody cared
Yeah.
No.
in the movie. I mean, like, no, none of the characters
His character
cared.
wasn't developed enough
No.
to even for us
Miguel
to even
didn't
care.
care. The mom didn't care.
Well, even then, she's at the hospital. She's telling him, like, hey, man, he was doing some looking into Polly, and all of a sudden this happened to him. And everyone was just like, oh, girl, whatever. I'm like, really? Everyone dismisses her?
It was kind of the wrong place for her to start yelling that stuff, though. I'd be
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah, but she was talking to, like, the dude's wife or girlfriend or whatever.
Oh, yeah, and she's like, I'm going to go to the chapel. I'm like,
Yeah,
what is
well,
happening?
she told the cops, like, hey, he was doing, you might want to talk to the detectives. As the cop literally runs away. Like, come on, guys.
What kind of a town is this?
Look, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
And then did she
Yeah.
confront
So-
like one of her ex clients or something
Oh,
like that?
yeah,
the lady?
we gonna get there. We haven't got that. I have another issue with that one, too.
Well, anyway, I was going to get to the point where she starts, like, she's like, no, she's got to go because she obviously killed our friend. And so she starts fighting her in the house. Well, she shouldn't have been there anyway because I would have fired her for the baby formula. It wouldn't have been any movie if
This
was
movie would have been
mine.
10 minutes long. Yes.
But okay, fine. So they start fighting her, and of course she accidentally hits her kid. And so now, everything's done here.
Yeah. So the wife has to go
The wife has to
because she
go.
accidentally hit the kid, but
Claire is still there.
you kept the nanny
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
After.
for giving her fireworks.
After.
Yeah.
No. Here's the thing. This is after she told Miguel that Polly had been lying to them this entire
Yes.
time. She says she's not who she says she is. She's been lying. She goes there. They get into a fight. The little girl gets accidentally hit, and you kick the wife out, and Polly gets to stay.
And Polly stays.
Miguel sucks so much. Well, one,
Kick the wife out.
I will put it this way, Caitlin. Instead of running in and attacking Polly, how about we talk to Miguel a little bit? But maybe she didn't because Miguel sucks.
Well, she already told him.
She already talked to him.
She already told him the night before.
The night before.
And he was like,
and you had the whole incident with the fireworks.
and he's like, we'll talk about it in the morning. Nah.
Yeah.
As soon as you not who you say you are and you in my house, hope I don't shoot you.
Yeah. But no, you're right. I guess your kid almost getting their head blown off, that's okay. But the accidental hit, that's crossing the line.
Cross the line. She get kicked out, restraining order. This girl living in a motel. I'm like, are you kidding me? Just.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, look, it's not cool. But Miguel, is that she didn't swing at her daughter.
Exactly.
Right.
It was in the midst of a fight. Like I feel bad for it. I will feel awful if that had happened to my kid. You know what I mean? But clearly, she got in between a fight. You know it was not her fault. You know she would not just hit her kid.
Yeah.
So for you to again side with the nanny over your own
Maybe
wife.
he was in there. I don't know.
Well, then they should have showed
Yeah,
it.
they should have showed that. Somebody dropped the ball forgetting to add that to the movie.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, we forgot to mention that.
Because it don't make any sense. Yeah. It also don't make sense how he flipped immediately at the end of the movie.
No, it didn't.
So, like,
no, it didn't.
The daughter found the picture of her, which tips off the mom. Because still, by this point, Caitlin still didn't know who Polly was.
Mm-hmm.
God, this is so dumb. But now she does know. So she goes there. Why didn't you talk to somebody?
Yeah.
Go to Miguel. You were supposed to be sitting with him during the basketball game anyway. You just go to Miguel like, oh my God, okay, so our daughter found this picture in her room. She is this person, the people who I burned the house down to. I'm assuming you've told your husband that story. Probably not.
Probably not.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with not. Yeah. She seemed to not care that she's
so
a
be like, okay, first Miguel, I'm a murderer, and this is the person's whose family I murdered. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So she goes back to confront her, but she thinks she's just gonna have a conversation. I guess
you came in there empty-handed too. At least have a weapon or something.
And she
what
gets
you think was gonna happen?
stabbed with her dumb glass bottles. Talk about microplastics. Oh, we know we're done, but maybe the kids. Guess what? It's in your breast milk. Your kid's still getting microplastic. Yeah. So too bad for you.
Regardless.
Nobody thinks that.
It's getting in them regardless. Like, whatever.
Yeah, we're screwed. So.
Yeah. So anyway, because you had your dumb glass bottles, she stabbed you with the glass bottle.
Do those things break that easily?
No.
I just feel like
no glasses break that easily.
No.
No.
No. She broke
unless
like
a regular
bottle.
drinking glass.
Yeah.
No.
You're still not like slamming it against the counter and getting it to break. Drinking glass, you're gonna be like ka-donk, and that's exactly what's gonna happen. Now you drop it on the floor, it's gonna shatter.
But I mean, okay, so y'all know the scene where Marlene confronts Peyton, and Peyton got the knife, and I'm like, dang, she gonna stab Marlene. Mm-hmm. But then she ended up tricking her to go into the greenhouse. But it was like that moment of suspense where you're just like, is she about to stab Marlene right here?
Right.
It was just, we didn't get any of that in this final scene. It was just like, because they have this heart to heart, and basically Caitlin trying to convince her that your father had, assaulted you too, and you know it. And then I was like, what, you're going to hug it out now or something?
Maybe it might be the wrong move for someone who is seeking revenge for you killing the family.
Yeah.
To talk bad
about their family.
Yeah. Because even if it was bad, they're not going to want to hear it, and it's going to make them even.
It doesn't matter at this point.
Like, hey, look, I know I killed your dad, but he was a d-bag anyway,
Right.
So,
weren't your dad beating you too?
Yeah.
And then my thing is, if that was true, then Polly already knows that's true, and she already decided to go through with the revenge.
Yes.
So, didn't
Which
matter.
It seemed like it was, but
it seemed like it was, but it didn't matter.
She probably would have gone through the revenge anyway.
Well, because that's what
you
she
killed
said.
Her mom and sister too.
Yeah.
Right. But that's what she said. She said, well, it may be true or not. Either way, you took away my happiness. You took my family and away my happiness.
Yeah.
You did.
You did. So I don't know what Caitlyn thought was gonna happen. They was gonna send Kumbaya and start holding hands or something.
Yeah.
That was just stupid.
So she gets stabbed by a bottle. They're fighting, whatever, blah blah blah.
Also
She
broke her hand with the. She had to have broken her hand
That's
with
with the
broken
pan.
skillet.
Yeah.
That's
She
for
had to
sure.
have broken her hand.
But she gets the baby and puts it in the car, all buckled up nicely. And
I'm like, why we buckling this baby in? I'm not gonna
well,
take
we
that
had
risk.
to. We had to. Otherwise, that baby died in that car.
That's
accident.
true.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
Yeah.
true. I just took the risk. I ain't got time for that 18-point safety thing.
Yeah. So no, but like movie wise, you have to have that. Otherwise, it's like how that baby survived. That baby
Fine.
could have been dead with the seatbelt on.
I'm still kind of wondering because the impact
Yeah.
for a
It
baby.
was on. It was
like,
on the other side of the car.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Car seats are very safe.
They
They
are.
are. They are.
They are.
Was she facing the wrong direction?
You just said that,
Yes.
and I was like, that baby was facing the wrong direction.
Yes, it was.
She was facing forward.
A 1-year-old does not face forward in the car.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about that now too.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like I was like, wait a minute, that baby was facing the road. It just occurred to me.
Yeah, it just occurred to
Yeah.
me.
Man,
too.
rules
I-
was
I
so
ain't even-
different when we was babies.
Oh, I
Well,
know.
we weren't in the car seat
He
at all.
was not. We got a
He was
picture of
not.
him, and I'm just like, bro, this was dangerous.
He was not in the car seat.
Just chilling with a seatbelt on.
Regular seatbelt.
He had to been like 2.
Yeah.
No car seat.
Yeah, that kid was
Seatbelt.
definitely facing the wrong way. So, wow. Okay, but yeah. Anyway, so she gets her baby in the car with the 18-point seatbelt fairly quickly. Hey, look, that takes some time, bro.
Yes,
takes
it
time.
It
does.
takes time
Okay,
because
okay.
like you
Isn't
gotta
it like
pull,
3
the baby's
things?
kicking and stuff, and you gotta try and like
Yeah,
get
that
the
baby was
clips
crying.
in.
And the baby was crying.
Yeah,
But
it's
when
a struggle.
you want it to be quicker, you gotta have it loose, and you clip it all in, and then you just pull it.
Yo, it's a struggle when the baby is calm. I remember trying to strap your son in, and I'm like, where's this other buckle at? Tell me that this boy did not hand it to me. Like, you taking too long. This is what you're looking for. He like, you dummy.
yeah, you got a buckle across here, and you
Right,
got
you
the
gotta-
2 little buckles that
Yeah,
go to
yeah.
the bottom
Yeah.
buckle.
For
And,
sure.
Yeah, I
so
was
it's like-
missing one of the left
Yeah.
buckle, and I'm like, where's this buckle at?
Yeah,
Do
sometimes
you
if
still got to
slid,
make sure
if
that
you
the
slid up-
seat is buckled in too?
Yeah, unless you
Well,
buckle
usually
in
you
the
have that
platform.
already buckled in.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
usually you just drop the carrier right into the platform, then you know,
yeah,
you're
it
good.
snaps in, so you only got to worry
Yeah,
about
Man,
it.
that was different back in the day.
Yeah.
You just buckled the seat in and then buckled the kid. Done.
Dunzo.
Yeah. But okay, she gets in, she drives off, and Polly jumps on the hood, breaking the windshield. The dad sees that, and he's like, "Oh my gosh, everything obviously
Oh my
was
God, the
correct."
nanny that I've been sleeping with
Oh.
is crazy.
Huh.
Yeah.
Who knew?
Although I have no context for anything else that was going on, but this is clearly it. The fireworks didn't do it. What I saw. You were right.
Yeah. I think he said that to Emma.
You know, he
Yeah.
said those words. He's
Yeah.
a dummy.
Yeah, those were his words.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah.
What an idiot. Anyhow, she
time.
backs out and gets hit by the car, which throws Polly off the hood. So she's dead. I'm pretty sure her arm was
Yeah, was her
detached.
arm like on the
Yeah.
other side of? I'm
Yeah,
like,
her
whose
arm-
arm is that?
Her arm was on the other side of her body.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Miguel, also being an idiot, lets his 10-year-old daughter walk up
Yeah,
to the
over.
body,
I'm like, why
to
is
the
the
mangled
why is
body.
she over here?
Yeah. Yeah, like seriously, like get your kid away from this dead body. Like, what is happening?
I'm like, are you
you
doing
can
nothing,
see it.
Miguel?
No,
Are
like,
you doing
no.
nothing?
She goes away. She doesn't
Yeah.
get to see the mangled body on the
like
street.
you legit, you pick up that girl and you run her around the block. Like nothing happened here.
Like he literally did nothing
Also,
as a father.
Caitlyn talking about, "Oh, I'm okay." You have a broken piece of baby bottle in your
We
abdomen.
forgot. No, they forgot about the stab wound as soon as she got into the car.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dude, she don't make
She's
it.
like, yeah, she
dead.
bled out.
She bled
Yeah.
out. She bled out when she ran into the room to get the baby.
Like you don't.
Yeah, all
you
that
don't-
effort exerted, you just you got stabbed and you went through this whole little
Not in that
battle with
area.
May.
You're not okay. Like her
Yeah.
intestines are pierced.
Yeah.
And
Right.
like she.
She's dead. She bleeds out when she try to go get the baby.
Yeah, you might have broken
All
glass
that
in your
adrenaline
bloodstream
and
all
running.
that, your hand broken. Like you bleeding out.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
bleeding out. So getting that baby in a car seat was really a feat.
Yeah, because
She
she's dead.
had to do it with one hand
Which
while
is
bleeding.
why I wouldn't
One
have
hand
bothered.
and dead.
I would have taken the chance of just hold on tight.
Like that baby might have been in the driver's seat with me for real.
It would have been honestly, the
Like,
baby
hey.
would have been in my lap.
Yeah.
Hold
Yeah.
on to
The
it,
baby
yeah.
would have been in my lap. I'm not bothering
something.
it. I
Yeah.
just need to get away. I'm
Yeah,
not gonna.
you just need to
Right.
get away
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
you and your baby.
Yeah, if you're being
'Cause your life
chased by a
is on the
psycho
line.
killer, or you
Yeah.
taking a moment
Man, well, adjusting
No.
her mirrors and
Because
move
like
the
we
seat up.
said, like it
Like, why
takes
not?
time to put a baby into a car seat.
It does.
So now you're in a rush. You're injured. You got one hand. No, the baby is just I'm holding on to you and I'm backing up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just
It was absolutely.
just that.
Yep.
If they don't understand it, oh well. This is what we doing. We got to get away.
All right. Well, that was the movie. Thanks.
Yeah, because it ends after that.
Yeah, it does. It ends. It
Yeah.
just ends right there.
Oh no, we forgot. Apparently Emma's crazy now, or whatever that little girl name was.
Yes.
Oh
she's
yeah,
talking
yeah,
to
that
the
old,
baby?
Yeah, with that weird tuna fish story.
Mm-hmm.
Which I was like, what was the point of this
It
story?
was,
the point
it
of
was
this?
so weird. I don't look.
What was
I
the
don't.
point?
I don't
And
know.
it was Emma gonna kill her mom now?
Probably. Maybe that would be part 2.
No, don't
No,
make it.
please don't make a part
Yeah.
two.
Please.
Now they kept saying when I was looking at the synopsis and I was waiting for it in the movie, but it was like in that scene in the kitchen, she was dressed like Caitlyn. They was like she had her hair done up and everything. So I went back and looked at the scene again. I was like, I didn't see a difference besides her wearing the dress that she gave her.
Yeah, there really wasn't.
Was
no
that
difference
supposed to
other
be the
than that.
subtle hint of her replacing Caitlyn?
Yeah, but Caitlyn gave her the dress.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's
Yeah.
gonna ask for
I
it.
can see if she went
In
in
the
her wardrobe
synopsis,
and
they
she's wearing
said
her clothes, you
of
know.
her pretending or taking on her persona.
Okay, that only works if you integrate yourself into the family.
Right.
Yeah, kind of like Peyton did in the original movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like when Clara came home from the hospital, Peyton was up in that family.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
You know,
And that's when she was
the husband
wearing.
may have rejected her that one time, but give her time.
Oh,
she
yeah.
was getting on
She
there.
only
she was
needed
gonna-
a couple of months. See, she moved a little too quick. It was like the day after. He wasn't ready for it.
Like, yeah, believe me, like,
Yeah, you can't.
She
do it
would
the
have
day
got
after.
him.
Yeah, she would have got him
Yeah.
for sure. Cause think about it, she didn't even let that affect their relationship. She just kept on. The little girl's getting closer and closer. They playing games together. She's his secretary now,
Yeah.
taking messages for him and stuff.
And
It
that was
just-
the other
Well, she
thing.
was gonna kill-
The relationship with the daughter was way much better too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like having her sneak and watch scary movies with her.
Yeah.
You know.
they tried to do that with the cupcakes. It didn't work.
The
It didn't
cupcakes and then the talk.
Stupid story. Like what?
Yeah,
what
what
is
was-
that gonna do?
The
That
tuna
story.
The
was-
tuna
fish, like, what is that
fish
gonna do?
story.
All we had was tuna fish, and when you run out of tuna fish, there's nothing else.
I'm like, what is the story? Just
Am I
Who
really
wrote this?
watching this?
Is this an amateur writer? I don't know.
Maybe it's a Saturday Night Live and it's just a spoof. Let me look it up.
Listen,
It was
listen. I
ridiculous.
know I'm not a professional writer for movies or whatever, but this was trash. And if you wrote it, you should feel bad about yourself.
But you have writing experience. You have experience, man.
Yeah.
I would have loved to see your movie as opposed to.
I feel like I could have wrote a better movie than this.
I told you. I
Definitely.
think
We
my
definitely could have.
I think my synopsis was better.
Yep.
Yeah.
We need to write a movie and put it out.
I think we should.
We
I
absolutely
mean, like
do.
Hollywood would take our movie, but maybe we should write some scripts. Let's do it.
I
Why
agree.
not? They're apparently struggling for good stuff.
Hey, we got you, Hollywood. Look this way.
Yeah.
Just hit us up.
All right. Movie Fox?
We went straight to nitpicks.
Okay, let's pick some
all right.
nits.
There was no movie facts.
No, some of this was a
I mean,
remake
it
of the
just came out.
1992
No.
movie. So, you know,
All right.
we already know
we
that.
already knew that.
Yeah.
All right. Pick some nits.
Pick some nits.
Okay, so we covered quite a few already.
We did. Okay.
Yeah, I think the main thing is just how indifferent Miguel was, and this is just really, just seriously, it doesn't make any sense. So at the dinner party, I guess not Peyton, what's her name? Polly's first
Polly.
night there, they have a dinner party or whatever, and she's there for some reason, and the little girl's being a brat for some reason.
That's how
Did
they
she
raised her.
poison the dinner party food? How did she do it and when?
I don't know, because they showed the pot when she was mixing it,
Yeah.
and they kind of zoomed in on it, but nothing
They assumed
happened.
it.
They
after
didn't,
that.
Nothing
they didn't show
happened.
Polly do it.
Yeah,
so
they didn't show
Yeah.
her do it.
The assumption is that she put something in there.
You have to show me this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you also, in the same scene, insinuated
That she
that
couldn't cook.
Caitlyn couldn't cook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it could have equally have been that Caitlyn just
Did something wrong.
did something
Yeah.
wrong.
True.
Yeah, so show me putting some eye drops or something in the sauce or something.
Yeah, something
You
in
know?
there.
Just yeah, just
Like, I kind of assumed, but it was like lackluster because it's like, well, y'all didn't show her do
Yeah.
it. So like, Miguel could have did it because he's an idiot. So maybe, maybe he knocked something over or whatever. But it was just anybody could have did that.
Yeah. So we already talked about numerous times that she would have gotten fired. The firecrackers. We didn't talk about the time she was like having a sex talk with a little girl, and I'm just like, bruh, I will fire you right then and there. That is not.
That's not your place.
That is an overstep.
So now, did she have that, or they just
Did I
mentioned
miss
it at
the
the
talk,
table?
or
Yeah, did I miss the talk? Because I don't remember the talk.
They just mentioned it at the
They
table.
mentioned it at the table.
And it was inferred that it was something she had talked to Polly about already.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there wasn't a scene.
Because it was
I do still have a nitpick about that too, though.
That is over the line and not your place.
It's not. Yeah.
Yeah, don't talk to my kids about sex.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So Caitlin decided to do some investigation, and she goes to find the reference she called for Polly, and the reference is like some ex-counselor that she had or whatever. Look, I get people lie for their friends for references. First of all, for you to be a counselor, that's not something you do. That's a serious, dude.
Yeah.
You do not do that. Second of all, why would you do that when she's supposed to be a nanny taking care of someone's kid?
Yes.
Right.
Especially when you know this person has problems and you're talking to her like it was no big deal if you would have known what she'd
they
been
were
through.
acting like she was overreacting.
Yeah, just everyone in this movie. I'm like,
Until
she's
she
the one
was like,
being-
"Well, would you have her watch your kids, or did she watch your kids?"
And then the counselor's like, "But don't talk to me anymore." And I'm like, "Why are you being so disrespectful
Yeah.
when you are clearly and no one would do this?" I'll help you get a job at Walmart.
Right, where you don't really affect anybody.
Yeah, no one
Yeah.
cares if you suck at that job.
See, in the 92 movie, it made more sense because she was like, she gave him references, and then she was like, you know what? I really like her.
Yeah.
I'm just going to hire her.
Yeah.
Remember the thing that happened because she had the earring that kept falling off and she placed it in the baby carriage.
Yeah.
So it made her seem like, oh my goodness, I can't believe I nearly had my kid choke on an earring and she saved the day. That kind of sealed the deal of like, oh,
Yeah.
this is, you know what I mean?
On top of, she was saying that she was having horrible interviews with other nannies.
So that just sort of
so
puts
she
you
was
over the
ready to
top.
give up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Everything fit.
I'm sorry. I have a hard time that this counselor would do something like this. You could
A
get
legit counselor, no, because you will lose your licensing or get
Yeah.
fired or whatever.
yeah, and you
Yeah, she
acting
does.
There was
around
nothing
like
laying on her. You weren't threatened or nothing like
Yeah.
that. You just did it.
and you acting like she's being unreasonable. Like, I'm sorry, this stranger that you lied about was watching my kids.
Because then one of y'all just say like it's not like it was a Walmart job.
Right.
yeah.
Look, I'll lie for you for Walmart.
Sure. Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, she used to manage Toys R Us. You should call them. Oh, wait.
Right.
Yeah.
You can't do that. But
But
just
to
take my word
watch
for it.
someone's kids.
Yeah. Come on.
Get knocked out.
Yeah. Okay. So we already talked about how unsupportive Miguel was. But after she comes home and she tells Miguel, yo, she's not who she said she was. She's been lying the entire time. He's been so dismissive. And he's like, well, that's where you were. Yeah. Finding out who's watching your kid. That's where I was.
Right,
And-
yeah. She has a legitimate, she legitimately found this out because she talked to the reference.
Yeah.
And you ignored that.
Yeah, talking about your baby. That baby has a mouthful of teeth. Make her a sandwich and call it a day. Like, get out of here.
Well, feed her. Don't they have breast milk?
Like,
Oh, no, they
feed
ran
her.
out.
They
ran out.
Okay,
Wait,
look, I get
they
the
still
baby
didn't
probably
have it?
takes a bottle at night to help her go to sleep. I understand that for sure. Give her some apple jaws sauce, something. You know what I mean?
Apple jaws. Going for juice, but sauce came.
You know what
She's
I
right.
mean?
You would not give it apple juice. That's
But-
bad.
Apple
but-
jaws.
Yeah.
There was something you could have done.
Yeah.
She would have went to sleep. And you're like, I can't believe you were doing this when a legitimate reason, hey, this person living in our house is not who she says she is.
Yeah, and then I would at the very least, even if I'm skeptical as Miguel, go like, okay, tell me what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, he ain't
I mean,
let her-
at the very least, I would do that. I'm not gonna go completely dismiss it. It's like, all right, this seems extremely crazy or whatever you're saying, but all right, explain it to me, please.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's not a fleeting thing. It's like, all right, you've been hanging on to this for like a while. It's like, all right,
Exactly.
let's see what you got. Let's see what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And then
Who
we'll
did
kind of
you-
go from there.
Like, it had to be important enough for you to be out at night. So who
Yeah.
did you talk to and why and what did they say? Because
Yeah.
you ran up in here like, yo, she got to
you
go.
got something. Yeah.
So then I need to hear the whole thing.
Mhm.
For not having to be like, we'll talk about it in the morning. Excuse me, sir. No. Actually, you know what? You and Polly can go.
She said that. She was like, you know what, you can go too if that's what how you want. I'm like, yeah, you better tell him because like he just it's too much, man. Like she come home and like she's still here
Yeah.
after all of this. Like, come on, dog.
Yeah.
You know how that look? Like, this dude, he really is sleeping with. Like, he must be.
He had to be.
He had to be.
But like, that's just another thing that they forgot to tell us.
Yeah.
Because,
Another thing they should have shown.
like, yo, man.
Just okay. So we mentioned how her friend invites Polly over to confront her. Stupid. So she runs. So my thing is, how did she get back into the house? Does he not lock any doors?
What you talking about?
She runs into the bathroom.
She goes to the bathroom, yeah.
And then she somehow gets back into the house.
Yeah, she sneaks around.
So
Maybe the bathroom got 2 doors.
The bathroom?
Oh,
Yeah,
maybe
So she
maybe
climbs
like
out
the.
a bathroom window and then gets into the back of his house.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
I didn't know if
No, I was
he
like,
never
maybe like
actually
the
saw her go
hallway.
in there. He just thought she went in there. And then she,
I thought
maybe
she came
went in there,
from the
closed
back
the
of the
door, and then she
house.
like just
I mean, she
snuck
did.
around.
He's saying maybe she never really went in the bathroom.
Yeah, she just like
went
maybe
around.
went in there, closed the door
so
real
maybe
quick,
the
and then
hallway
kind of snuck
connects to
around.
the. Okay.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
what I
thinking like
figured.
the hallway connects to
Okay.
another room.
Yeah,
she
All
goes
right.
in that room and come out.
'Cause
the
I
other.
was
Yeah, it doesn't
like-
matter. It was stupid to have
Yeah,
her
it
go in
was
there.
still stupid. Yeah.
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 Okay, yeah, maybe, because I'm just like, I don't know, I keep my stuff locked, so, but maybe they do things differently.
I don't invite people over that have been lying about who they are.
Also
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
I don't do that.
If I don't
That's an
trust you,
instantly
you ain't coming up
911
in here.
call.
Right, I'm like, hey, holler at me over here at the police station real quick. We gotta talk about something.
Right.
That's where we be at.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, we covered my other items. You run to the case. Oh no, I forgot one. Why did Miguel all of a sudden decide to rush home? You know what I mean? Like,
Oh yeah, from the game, he was like,
Yeah,
we
Yeah,
gotta
he
go.
had no
What-
he
what
had no
was that?
reason to
he
rush
had no,
home.
because he calls her and she doesn't answer her phone, and now he's in a rush to get home. That doesn't make any
I know
sense.
she
That don't
was
make no sense.
supposed to be at the game,
But-
but there was still no reason.
But you guys aren't getting along.
Right,
You
y'all
really
not
aren't
getting
talking.
along,
Her
and
not
you
being
not-
there is not a rush home. I'll call, be angry that you flaked on the game, but I'm not rushing home.
Yeah, you
Right,
kinda-
because
you
he
kinda brushed that
doesn't
off.
believe her about Polly at this point.
Yeah.
So there's no need for him to rush home.
Yeah, you brushed that off
understand
until the
he had
game's
to
over.
See Polly on top of the car so he can immediately believe everything.
Oh, yeah, so
even
he had to
though
rush
all
home
the
to see
other
that.
stuff didn't.
Because Emma
trigger it.
only told her mother
Yeah.
about seeing the younger picture of Polly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was they left another loose end there. Like y'all forgot to tell us something. Cause like I'm like, why are they leaving the game? Emma don't even know what's going on. She's like, why? We just gotta go. Like,
Yeah.
what?
And then also,
Got, like
I don't
bubble
know,
guts or something? Like you can't poop here. You gotta go home to do it.
the leader kid at the game.
No.
Yo,
No.
ain't she with her school?
She's with the school.
She went to school.
It's not during school hours.
It's an organized game.
Nope.
Who was she with?
The parent has to be there. You can't leave.
Really?
Yes.
That's how it works?
Yep.
We play sports after school hours without our parents
I
there.
ain't never heard of that rule.
She's also in what, 4th grade?
I don't know. I ain't never heard of that,
I
that
never
rule.
heard of that. I just feel
Hey,
like
he
we
said
were.
speaking from a parent's
I
standpoint.
could not have taken my son to his football stuff and left.
Really?
Yes.
Maybe it's
That must be a new thing. Yeah, it must be a new thing. I never heard of that.
That's a new thing. We played sports, and it was the bus might drop you off close to your house.
Sometimes we gotta get ourselves there and get ourselves
And
home.
yeah,
And get yourself back.
And
They'd
get
be like,
yourself
"There's a
back.
taxi."
Yeah, because she didn't get there with the school. She was brought there by
with
her
our parents. Yeah.
Just to play the game, and then after the game, she's leaving with her parents.
I still would have left her. You know why? Because if I think my spouse is in trouble, I'm not dragging my 10-year-old into trouble.
I mean, fair
That's
enough.
also
true.
true.
Yeah.
Right? She's in the middle of the game. Worst come to worst, the school be like, "Yo, come get your kid."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I'm
know.
like, all right, yeah, I'll come get her
Yeah,
after everything
I'll be
here
back
is settled.
in a second. You know.
Or
I
I'll
gotta go kill my nanny.
I mean,
somebody
he
else
also
up.
had no reason to run off, so, but,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, they never did explain that.
Nah. So that was my last nitpick that we didn't already cover.
All right, we gonna rate it.
I had one nitpick that she didn't mention. Same thing with the scene of the best friend. All right, she beat him up. Checked if he was alive. She assumed he was dead. He may have been temporarily unconscious.
I mean, yeah.
She goes and gets the folder with her information in there and getting ready to leave. He reaches in his pocket to pull out his phone to call 911. She thought you were dead.
Yeah.
Don't move until she leaves.
Yeah, pretend like you're dead.
Yeah, he
For
didn't.
sure.
He didn't really say.
So
that
when she saw him moving, she goes back over, and that's when she beats him in the face with the baseball.
It's true.
You pretend you're dead
Yeah.
Very true.
until she
Stay
leaves.
down.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
she checked. She checked him.
Mhm.
He was not moving.
Yeah, she poked him with the bat.
Poked him with the bat. He didn't move. She goes get the folder.
Mhm.
He over there slowly pulling out his phone,
Twitching.
because he's got beat up, and she sees him calling 911. I'm like, you wait till she leave.
Also,
Yeah.
I don't know. Does he have like an emergency button on his watch? Press that.
Yeah, there's also an emergency
Maybe.
button on your phone too that you can hit even with the screen lock.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'd have been on my watch. That's not the button, but
Or he could have waited the extra few seconds of her to walk out the front door.
you could have. I would have just been like, the feature I said I don't never need. That's the feature I
Yeah, it
didn't
has an
use.
emergency call.
Yeah, like I don't need this emergency call button on my watch. Best believe you beat me nearly to death with a baseball bat. I'm pressing that button.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
you can do it without unlocking the phone.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah, emergency call. Yeah.
hmm
it's right there. Super easy.
So that was my nitpick. He could have waited just a few more seconds.
I would have.
Yeah, I would have.
I also wouldn't have invited her to my house.
I
Yeah,
mean,
that's-
I mean, yeah,
that's
she wouldn't have
never-
been there in the first place.
That's a no. You don't know her.
Why
She's
would
lying
you do
about who
that?
she is.
Inside
Why
of
would you
your
invite this
home,
person to your
even if
house?
you wanted to meet her, why would you do that inside your home?
And he's got a wife,
right?
right?
It would have been a public place.
Don't he got a
Yeah.
wife or a girl,
Yeah, he has
something
a-
like
yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Like, and you invite this person?
She was the one that found him.
Yeah.
So I'm like, why would you know? That was just stupid. I
Yep.
would just do it.
Yep.
So my nitpick was, I guess I don't even know if it's a nitpick, but to me it just doesn't make sense. Okay, so Polly's obviously,
Gay.
not straight,
Or bisexual,
yeah,
whatever.
or whatever she want to
Yeah.
call it. So she do
Yeah,
that
her and
the
the
whole
mom.
thing with her
Girlfriend?
friend or whatever. I'm like, okay, the mom goes over there, she sees it.
Yeah.
She kind of watches a little too long, in my opinion, but
Yeah.
she sees it. Polly sees her.
Yeah.
And then, she walks away. She keeps looking back. But then you got this down the road. They're sitting at the table, her daughter. And she's saying, oh, yeah, I want to be the what did she say?
husband?
The man, the husband
The
or something like
man.
that. I want the
Yeah.
woman to love me.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, Polly didn't have enough of a relationship with this girl to sway her in that direction, if you
She
ask
definitely
me.
True.
didn't.
She didn't. That's the
So,
problem, right?
yeah,
Is
yeah.
you don't see her establishing that relationship with this child. They always
Yeah.
give you the end result without showing you
Yeah, without
the beginning.
showing us what happened.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
Yeah.
this doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
It
That
didn't.
that Polly is the reason that she's
Yeah.
getting pushed over the
Yeah,
edge.
because
it
If
felt
anything,
it felt forced.
yeah, if
was
anything,
definitely
this
forced.
girl's already been feeling this way, and
But the thing is, they gave the impression that Polly sort of swayed her in a certain way to, to at least talk about her or whatever. You know what I mean? And it's different because it's like she doesn't do anything with Emma where she builds that trust in her, where you can understand why Emma gravitates to Polly more than her own mother.
Yeah.
yeah, not even any mention of her bisexuality around Emma.
No.
The mother was the one that seen it, so now we have
Yeah.
to assume, oh yeah, she's
Yeah.
been talking to the daughter about it so much so,
Right.
and now the daughter wants
Wants
be,
to talk about it
Yeah.
at dinner.
Yeah,
And
Yeah.
the only discussion was between Polly and Caitlin, because I think Polly told her at one point that she had a girlfriend, or she was talking to
No,
a girl.
Caitlin
Caitlin
had
said
a
it.
girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, none of it really makes sense. She didn't have that kind of sway. I'm sorry, people. You don't change kids or make kids choose one way or the other in a short period of time. That's not how this
no,
works.
I'm like, if anything, she'd already been feeling that way from some other sources.
Yeah,
or
that's
whatever.
how I took
And
it.
maybe
Yeah.
thing is maybe she was then, but maybe Polly convinces her to say something now when she wouldn't have.
Yeah.
And then
But
once
there
again,
goes on for the premise of the whole movie, lack of context.
Yeah, because you
Yeah.
didn't show any of that.
Yeah.
But yeah. So we get to rate it.
Yep.
Yep.
All right, this one's a pure torture.
Oh yeah.
definitely
Oh,
worst,
we
worst
didn't
movie
even
ever.
give it a number?
Whichever one.
Oh, I
whichever one
forgot.
that
Oh,
was.
number. So what? That's
One?
what, a 3.
He said a one. That's killing me now.
3.
Yeah, because it killed me now. Because this movie was horrible.
It was
Okay.
horrible. It was bad.
Absolutely.
It
All
was
right, so
bad.
you give it a 1. I'll give it a 3.
I was giving it a 4.
I was giving it a 3.
Okay, well that's a 3.
That's
so
a 3.
that is a pure torture,
Pure torture.
from 3D Rival. It's been a while since we gave a movie pure torture,
Yeah.
but God, this movie was bad.
It was bad.
It was horrible.
Which is so disappointing considering we gave such high praises to the original.
Yeah.
I thought
This-
this
And
one
I'm
would at
glad
least
we
match
watched it in this order because
Yes.
I would have
Yeah.
came in thinking the older movie would
It
have
was
been so
horrible.
horrible.
Yeah.
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 But
Especially because now we have something to compare it to. And we
Yeah.
really did spend this entire review comparing it to the original.
as
Which
we
you
should.
have.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it would have sucked either way. But now we
Yeah.
know extra wise.
Yeah, even with nothing to compare it to, this
Yeah.
movie sucks.
Yes.
Horrible.
Yes.
Nothing makes literally nothing makes sense. None
No.
of it.
No.
Like to the T. None of
Yeah.
it makes
It
sense.
just, this movie shouldn't exist.
Nope.
Agreed. It also shouldn't be named The Hand of Roster Cradle.
No, it should not.
The
Yeah.
hand of Rasta Cradle rules the world. Polly
Yeah,
was
but she
not
wasn't
ruling
rocking
that
no
family.
She
cradle.
wasn't, no. Yeah,
No.
she wasn't ruling anything.
It was legit just a cover for her to get in the house. She had no interest in these kids
No interest in the kids
at all.
at all.
Like come on, bro. It was trash.
Horrible.
It was trash.
So don't watch the movie. But if you did, why did you hate it? Let us know in the comments below, and we will check that out. And we will definitely see you next time.